welcome back to me making more cringy videos, and I thought the best way to start would be with my new car, and it's a BMW E36 328i M Sport. And before we go any further, I must address the elephant in the room that is in fact an automatic. So why did I buy an automatic E36 328i? Well, I was actually looking for a manual. I've driven a few automatics and manual 328i's in the run up to buying this, and to be honest, I thought, you know, eventually I will end up with a manual 328i, and that could come with two ways. Either I could buy a 328i manual or get a automatic converted over to one. It's an E36, 1997, so it's quite an old car now. It's about 23 years old now, so yeah, it's getting on a bit. The odometer's actually sitting on 51,000 miles, which is nothing for these, to be honest. I haven't seen any on the market which had as low miles as this one. And that kind of sort of convinced me into buying it, even though it is an automatic. I've had the car for a few weeks now, and it's given me a chance to learn about all its little sort of quirks and, well, foibles, and it's got quite a few, more than I'd like really, but nothing that we can't source out. So the suspension really does feel quite tired, which is quite surprising considering how little miles it's done. Yeah, the suspension really needs sorting out. I think probably just go for some half decent coilovers, I'd say, just to get it sitting nicely. I'm not looking for anything too racy, just something comfortable, I guess, and then, you know, it doesn't feel too sort of roly-poly in the bends as well. The engine's absolutely peach, so I probably won't do much to the engine. It pulls really hard from low down and revs up to sort of 6,500 RPM, and yeah, it feels really good, the engine, so I probably won't do much there. The biggest change obviously will be when I swap it over to a manual. So I'm kind of on the lookout for a new gearbox. If anyone's selling up a E36 manual gearbox, then hit me up, because I'll take it off your hands. But other than that, it feels really, you know, tidy in here. It's super clean. All the wheel arches as well. I must point this out. All the wheel arches have zero rust on them, which is just unheard of for E36s. And yeah, the sort of the low miles, I thought, oh, this could be, you know, they could have wound down the odometer a little bit, but the wheel arches kind of confirmed for me that the mileage is in fact correct. And yeah, so in terms of future plans for this car, there's quite a lot that needs doing, I think, to get it to sort of my ideal BMW E36 spec. So yeah, quite a lot on the horizon for this, but hopefully much more content will ensue. Another thing thing I only found out a few days after I actually bought the car was that the wheels were genuine BBSs, which I was pretty happy with. They're not in the best state. They could do with a bit of refurbishment, but I did clean them up the other day and they cleaned up quite well. So yeah, I was quite happy with the fact that they're genuine BBSs. But they are an absolute pig to clean because they're all really like tiny spokes. So yeah, that's not great, but we'll just have to keep it clean, I guess. Even though it is an automatic, it does come with a sport button, believe it or not. It doesn't really make it that much more sporty. I'll put it into sport just now. I'll floor it a little bit. It just sort of like kicks down a bit quicker. But yeah, it's not as involving as a manual. I never said it would be, but it's a bit more fun than just sitting it in economy mode. And yeah, so sport mode, at least it sort of kicks it down, makes the most of the engine a little bit more. But yeah, really, I can't wait to get a manual in it, to be honest. And then obviously maybe a tighter diff, perhaps get the rear wheels spinning a little bit more. You can actually get the rear wheels spinning even though it's an auto, but yeah, obviously not as much as you would be able to if it was a manual. And that's not the sole reason why I want it to be a manual, obviously. But that would be kind of nice. Another reason why I wanted to get an E36 is because it does provide like a really different driving experience to the Clio. Because that on a road like this would be like bouncing up and down, be jiggly, it'd be horrible. Whereas this is so much more comfortable, and yeah, really the driving position as well. I feel like I'm sitting a lot higher up in this, even though it's just like a normal driving position. But the bucket seats in the Clio I've really gotten used to. So, but I quite like the seats in these. They're really comfortable. I feel like I do like really long journeys in it. Yeah, so I did want like a different kind of driving experience to the Clio.